Some smokes down now as they try to find some space on site, but this is acting fast in the pistol round. Montessori's worked his way out of sight. He's got a nice shot working for Tree, but Nitro through the smoke claims two of his own. No spike control now as they're going to need to try and get that down. No true rotation from the KJs just yet either.
Boy with some good forward positioning, but there's still a problem over by the door lever here. Boy has to try and spot it out. He finds it, it's Nitro, and he goes down, but an immediate response is found from Hiko, and the jump shot from the Classic as well. Take out Boy, bringing this down into a 1v1. Taking a look at Vice here. Trying to maintain control over the situation, but no, he goes too quick. Immediately jumps out. Takes the death in kind. At least was able to counter out the run it back, but unfortunately only the ult being taken down for his troubles on the inside of Hut there. Seb with a nice pick against Asuna as the rest of 100 Thieves try to rotate their way back in. Nitro will find a good opener, but the problem is Mata still has control of the market stairs and now the actual pit stairs here too, as he's going to try to rotate himself into a position to shut down Nitro. We'll get it done. There's a good exchange from Hiko, but it matters not. 3 more players from ANDBOX still up, ready to trade that. Meanwhile, some other players are going to be missing utility here too, as you can see, most notably on Asuna there. But on defense shouldn't be the end of the world. As you can see, he still has great capability to swing out into the open there. Takes down his doppelganger on the other side. Mata going down first in this round, but it's all just poking for info at this point. They do have the spike on that side of the map, but it seems that the players over here at A-Main have made a lot more forward momentum, having the peek into main, trying to bait something out from Ethan or another member of 100 Thieves on the site. But so far, 100 Thieves not taking the bait on that, and all this posturing, just giving time for Steel to, I'll do that. Wrap around the corner, get a quick headshot off onto Boy. Asuna shuts down the other player on the B side of the map too, but Steel doesn't necessarily expect there to be a second player holding at main. Third round here, ANDBOX trying to vie for something with 15 seconds left. This is going to be a tough push, and more importantly, a rushed push, where mistakes are often made here. Paranoia coming out from Nitro. Not really a winner here. He's not going to be able to find full contact, but at least he gets the angle advantage. They're traded out by Vice. Really no time left. Not going to be able to get that spike down on the ground. We'll have to take the L and try to stay alive here. Even that, not possible. Throw back at Tree also. Seb's smart about that, though. Oh, until he gets pinged, that is, anyway. Here, where he's now going to be revealed. Oh, and despite the paranoia going out, Ethan able to dodge it, finding the pick on Seb regardless. And 100 Thieves really asserting control over the site. ANDBOX is trying to move their way in on Cat to make up for this, but at the same time, you still have window and garden control really well asserted for 100 Thieves.
But the issue right now, obviously, the man advantage. Vice wants to try and get these frags, obviously, for as many rebuys as possible, but still can't get it done.
Ethan, but at the same time, he'll just shut down Barrier Orb. We are going to see the lockdown work its way in here. It'll be held back for a couple of seconds, but that's okay. They need to wait out the time slightly on this defender, on this Killjoy anyway. At the same time, lockdown going to be countered. We'll have a Hunter's Fury come out from the attackers in order to deal with that. Mata gets the entry onto site here too, and they'll actually detain a player still too close to the site as well. Their plant's going to go down without much of an issue. 100 Thieves need to play for retake here.
A spike now planted, an opportunity, but the flank already covered. Asuna with no chance to try and get that to go off. So now it's down to the rest of 103 Thieves. Hiko, Nitro, and Ethan as they reclaim top space. Actually attempt to work their way onto the site, but it's going to be the split take instead. Still worried about Tree and well, should be. You need to worry about that ice wall, but the trades already ensue. Hiko with one, but Boy able to pick up another. It's all down to Hiko, and finally, ANDBOX stand up moment. They finally got the rifle round. They're equal here. A curveball out is more pressure from 100 Thieves into B main, and yet again, it works in their favor. 2 big frags, as Seb is now the lone man over here on side of B. But it seems as though ult has worked out. Oh, actually, no. Asuna with some info, but he doesn't know exactly where he is. Seb gets one from Boathouse, and he's got strong pressure. Now 100 Thieves actually lacking the defensive department. It's only Ethan on site for B. Oh, no. Needs help from his teammates. Turret out, and he's getting flooded. Oh, no. It's full B control now for ANDBOX. 100 Thieves have to risk the retake.
The scan so fatal there as it allowed Seb to spam in from the back of the hut. Massive damage going on to him, and the only real player that can stop this plant from going down, eliminated without able to trade out too much damage in the process here. See though, Steel with a nice re-entry. Vice trying to play aggressively, pays the price for it as he's able to eliminate him. Rest of the team working their way in. Some more spam coming out, and I think it does significant damage to Boy in the process here as well. Turret will go down, smoke over it. Still managed to get a lock on one of the players though, and they'll execute upon that. Steel trying to work his way in, but no. Seb gets the better of him, but before going down, Steel was able to grab Boy. Nitro though, immediately destroying Seb. Should leave enough time for the defuse here, as 100 Thieves are going to pick up their 7th. On the curveball coming in from Asta. trying to work their way forward. A bit of an awkward timing for both teams, and ultimately Mata finally going to come out on top of this engagement. That's a big deal here. Normally ANDBOX has been on the losing end of this initial duel. Mata's going to be able to move in. Ye will support from that top window as he's going to self-boost himself up with the barrier orb. However, no one's been able to check stairs as a result of this. The run it back expires. He might have got a quick glimpse of Hiko before it goes down, but Hiko will reveal himself anyway. Steel has the cutoff by spawn route, but still, Mata on point here, immediately trading out these kills and keeping himself in the fight.
Well, there's a man you want on site to lock it all down. It's got to be Hiko. He goes for the second, but it's Mata for 4 instead. Throws down the hot hands, and it's Seb.
On the inside of the B site, but he's alone, waiting for rotates to work their way over. Steel again, man. Lined up, but boy, apparently he's got the better line, as he's going to be able to take down Steel instead, regaining that mid control for ANDBOX here as soon as the dart is going to fade away.
And the B execute finally comes out, but Hiko with the Hunter's Fury doesn't actually find anybody. Instead, it's Boy and Mata who execute on this site. Not only take out Hiko in the back spawn, but also start the setup for the plant. Nitro on stairs, able to find one. Knows where the spike went down as well. He's good for 2. Not able to seal it out just yet. Goes for the smoke. Immediately starts to try and get rid of this spike. Goes for the defuse, but the Hunter's Fury now inside of this 1 versus 1. Low HP, has to try and get away from the shock dart, but boy, just that much better on the bounce. The geometry class is really working out in his favor. Patient of these people, but oh no. Hiko with a huge misread here. Doesn't know that someone's inside him. Wine, and he's able to get 1. Mata with the curveball now. Possibility to get 2, but oh no. The swarm just too strong for KJ.
Yeah, Steel on point with these nano swarms here, fending off multiple players. We saw it in the previous round. We're going to see it again here to deal with the threat in the back main cubby. Nice playing up close and personal here on contact from A main, but only able to translate the 1-for-1. Trades going back and forth, though, leave us down into a very delicate situation. For all capabilities that 100 Thieves do not try to burst their way directly into the site. Mata, some unfortunate timing here, and it's not just him as well. Vice and Seb also in the area. All 3 of them going down to just a walk-in entry from 100 Thieves on Cat. They might just go for it, considering that this is not a full investment round for all players to get. So I don't know exactly what the money's looking like, but already seeing Ye get shut down. Boy, not too far behind either, as Asta's able to find him on the inside of Garden pretty quickly. Drones out here. Hiko trying to get info. Just spot the 1 player by Jen. He's got Hunter's Fury ready to follow it up here as well. Should be able to find the lockdown on the Mata. 1 final shot just being taken to the inside of Tree. He's going to get lucky with 1 more tag, and not going to happen. And now the problem is that Hunter's Fury response not really finding the damage it needed to. Only tagging Nitro on the 3rd and final shot right there. The 2 remaining players from ANDBOX once again forced out of the site, forced out of any attempt to stop this take or at least deal damage to the 100 Thieves roster in the process of it, and left with really any option to fully commit themselves to a retake. So they are going to back up to mid, start to commit to a save. Steel knows this. He's already in mid in the meantime here, catching out Ye from top market, shutting him down, leaving only Boy in the fight now.
Man, Boy's going to attempt to save this rifle if it can be done, but obviously Steel might find it, but I don't even think it's going to be him first. It might honestly be Ethan, but he's looking the wrong way. Up towards mid gates, but it's actually going to be Asuna, who's already wrapped back towards attacker side spawn.
He's only 2 away from 12 at this point. Paranoia working its way out in the meantime for 100 Thieves, but Ethan not really able to find the right to initiate at least onto the first player. He initiates onto him, but the problem is the 2-stack. Always catching players when you double stack in this corner here. So Seb will be able to find the exchange upon that, and overall force back the aggression from ANDBOX, forcing them to go for an A plays. This was all a fake. Nitro's going to be able to port himself in. He still ends up getting caught by Ye after working his way onto the site there. Asta with the quick trade, throws the hot hands onto the ground. Ye's too low to get out of it. Vice as well, though, moving in here very quickly, keeping the pressure on 100 Thieves, disallowing them from getting into a solid post-plant positioning. Asta and Steel now having to both play this from the inside of Hell. Dark cover going to block off the one end. They will put their turret down to act as early alerts, specifically to an A main push, but the swing from the door will be caught as well. It allows Asta to take a deeper angle, but if he wants to, there we go. Has the lineup against Vice. The run it back is actually caught. He's going to go down on the response as well on the respawn there, but Steel ready to take on the challenge. Like I said, nobody on ANDBOX wants the challenge. Hiko trying to work out here too, but more just info. Now here comes the pressure. Up on Cat, Steel finds the first pick. Immediately, a wild swing for Mata to try to make up for the loss, and it's not going to work. Steel finds that trade as well. Thieves working their way in here. Pre-plant to go in their favor, and Nitro immediately catching the flank from Ye due to the continued tree control. Look at this, it's so smooth from Nitro. Locks onto the head of Seb to take him down also. leaving just Boy now in a 1v5. Pretty much an impossible situation. He'll do what damage he can here, but where does he even start?
It's like 100 Thieves are just so strong on the entry, and Nitro's there on the lurk just to slide the dagger just a little bit deeper in the chest. Such a hard situation for ANDBOX to fight back.
Be execute because of all this free control they've been able to get for themselves here. Not a lot of info on the boost though. That's a little bit dangerous. They've got to be careful of close contention. Thankfully, Ethan finds one at the last second. Boy escapes his daze though, but is now going to look for the trade after he picks one up. Never mind, it'll come from Hiko instead. That's full sight control going by the way of 100 Thieves. Just need to close out the 4v2 and the map is theirs.
Spike planted.
A scary situation now for ANDBOX as they face first map point, and Hiko gonna make it more difficult. Seb, 1 versus 4 that he must win. The Hunter's Fury already going off as well. Tries to make the play, but Seb cannot even work his way onto site. It's 13-7. A lot of information as to what 100 Thieves are doing. Mata with a heck of a play to try and get across the U-Haul, and he makes it work, avoiding the wall and avoiding getting locked out in what soon could be a terrible situation. But now it's 100 Thieves who get aggressive onto site. They take down one, and they have the spike plant.
Default plant works its way onto the ground here. The members of ANDBOX trying to work their way back in. They do have a pinch against the Showers position here, but Nitro going to be able to find another kill before finally more impact is made on ANDBOX's side. The player that went down for ANDBOX was the other side of that Showers pinch, so no longer is it going to be strong. Seb, the only kill to come from out from the ANDBOX roster in a while here, is now going to put himself into a 1v2. There's the tag to bring out Hiko, and it works. He even gets the info on Nitro as well, so going to be able to isolate this into the 1v1. He has the turret to assist on info, but now time's getting low. He needs to get aggressive, swing it up. That's a lot of damage going on to him, but he reverses it anyway. Shuts down Nitro. The only question left is if he has enough time, and I think he might have just enough. It's going to be so close here for Seb, but yes, indeed, he does get it in time. Both going down out of that scenario there. Nitro and the rest of 100 Thieves, though, ready to move in very, very quickly through the garden route over here at B main. They'll walk their way in. Seb, ready for the challenge potentially, but Paranoia is going to completely blind him out. See the Nanoswarm work its way in, taking slight amounts of chip damage there. Won't matter much as he gets himself into the engagement. Is he still able to line up the 1-for-1? Ethan on the repeat, though, finds Ye also. Some more big moves coming out here from 100 Thieves to make sure they're able to assert their dominance. Control that site. Plant gonna go working its way onto the ground here. Vice and Boy trying to aggressively retake, though. That's what I talked about with ANDBOX. They don't care about the normal rules of engagement. They don't want to wait for the right time. They want to get in the face. Mata potentially going to be first up to bat here on the inside of Showers. Takes down the Boombot, and in the process is going to swing right after that. Flash just not hitting him in the way that it needed to. So Mata will be able to work his way forward. The Showstopper as well, and let's try to get a third. Maybe not. Hiko will be able to finally deal with this volley, and at the same time, Steel works his way out through a short onto the site. Trying to see the info work its way out here as well, revealing Ye, putting him into a delicate position potentially, but he's able to keep himself solid here, hiding behind decent cover. Swing works his way out from Ethan. The Aldrone's going to reconfirm the position of Ye, and now he's got to be careful. The Hunter's Fury locking him into that corner. There's nothing he can do except bow down to Hiko as he's taken out by that ult. Seb trying to lurk back in here. Really not far behind either. He's waiting back over in the vents, trying to play from there. Seb with the first contact, though, finds the engagement. Gets a dink onto Hiko as well, so he'll be low after that engagement. Boy has to try and work his way in, but no, Hiko already has the angle pre-aimed for him. Takes him down onto that box, and that portion gets taken out as a result here. That attempt still going down. Boy tries to make a play, but he's countered out. Meanwhile, Fox able to hold their flank here, so either kill the flank watch, open up a flank opportunity for themselves to play back in from A short.
Well, Spike down now. ABX needs something to go well for him here, as there has not been a single light at the end of the tunnel. Finally, Seb with something, but it could possibly be a train. Watch yourselves inside of these tight corridors as we get hit by anything. Finally, we see the Killjoy ult come out. It's for ANDBOX here. Defensive one, but Asuna steps up to the plate with a big swing. Takes down two. Showstopper as well. Can it get a third? No, it can't. And I also think that's going to be the defuse for Ye. To be close here. Is he able to get it? Locks it out and .09! .09 for the retake.
ANDBOX trying to play this off site, but the position of Asuna going to come back to bite them. In the meantime, Ethan as well catching a surprise kill on Boy, I believe towards Lamps. So Asuna having to go back in to check for that. ANDBOX actually making quite the effort to work their way back in, though, considering all the control that 100 Thieves had leading up to their plant. They're still very much in this, but Ethan He's a rock here, sitting on the outside of the lamps, and he can't be stopped. Vice to cause problems here. The fault line working its way in. It'll stun out the player sitting in lamps. Hiko can't do anything to stop that either. And Ethan, some unfortunate timing as he looks away just as Vice goes for the entry through the door. And that can cause some serious problems considering they're going to have the dark cover capability. That's going to get re-thrown down. The attempt to hop out of it with blast packs. We're going to see the Hunter's Fury working its way out here to try and confirm this. But Mana making impact up until he gets behind the box, that is. Finally going down to Ethan. Info working its way out here as well. They're going to be able to act on that. But no, Steel taking down Boy, leaving it all on Vice here. Vice with a great transfer, but unable to take down Ethan.
More back and forth.
Some good Fate Shell timing here. Should make impact. Asuna trying to get to the other side of it, but only ends up splitting him off from Hiko. Hiko's sitting behind a Nebula as well, but that's going to get pulled away here. Mata really chasing Hiko down. You're not getting away, my friend, as Mata picks up the showstopper kill, bringing it down to just 3 here for 100 Thieves. But they make impact. They make their mark known at Garden, and that's going to really pinch Ye, forcing him to stay on the inside of Hookah here. He will get a rotate from Mod, and it doesn't look like the other player that was out at mid for 100 Thieves is going to try and rotate back in. And pinch on that, just going to play in the site here. So 100 Thieves got to be careful. There's already a lot of pressure working its way onto them. Fate Shells reignited from Mata there. He's able to fully get a kill this time with it. But Ethan, again, the important player here, still picking up the trade. Steel falls on the site, and now it's all down to Ethan from the elbow here. Diffuse already well in effect from Mata. Third player actually isolated out. Doesn't have a great angle onto elbow here. He's going to pick up the kill, but unfortunately still way too much time wasted on trying to get out in the open. There are way too many unknowns.
Well, Ye, forward contact. Oh, gets a lot of information on that spike. Asuna picked that up as well when he crossed. And Ye, such a strong position, almost with a quad, but gets a triple instead. Still lights out when it comes to shutting down this push. 100 Thieves now with only Hiko and Asuna, but they're still going to give it a shot. Asuna walks in, he claims Boy's life for his own, and slams this spike down.
Asuna waiting for the contact. He's potentially going to get it very quickly, but the showstopper denied by the doppelganger. Mata taking him down and leaving it all onto Hiko here in a post plant. 1v3 does have both dark types if he wants to try and play off of that here, but no, he wants the contact instead, and that'll be a mistake. Vice takes him down. And whether the team's going to react to that or not is still yet to be seen. Only Steel has been spotted, only one player seen, so no call is going to come in until this utility is used. Might be too late for Ye, but he's still able to go 1-for-1. Problem is, though, we're in an even fight. 100 Thieves have full sight control. Great paranoia timing coming out here as well. That's going to blind out Mata, guaranteeing the kill for Asuna. Trade works its way in. Steel will get rezzed back up here as the chaos is going to continue, and we are still in a 4v4, all things considered here.
All treacherous now, but actually, owl drones or just straight up walking at 100 Thieves a handful of times. Now the aggression coming through for ANDBOX once again, this time on the pistol round, and they're able to make it work. 2 big frags inside of Showers.
100 Thieves say, okay, you guys want to play contact to Showers every round? We can do that too. Nitro going directly to the inside here, taking stance. Now Vice going to be able to sneak up in front of him. That jump will have been heard on the other side there. Flashpoint out, and it works. Do the right click on the jump.
So you want to know how we got here? That's what Ethan's thinking right now. His beautiful fake there by ANDBOX. I mean, that was really the opportunity that he needed to try and get a spike down. You see 100 Thieves already ready for the opposite push, but now the trades ensue. We're down to the 1v1. Steel, the right click, so strong right now, and he also gets the ghost. Very low HP for Vice. A single bullet deals the damage to take him down. Oh, amazing gauge here from Steel. That'll block out the flashpoints. The blast point won't be able to. No, it does! He can't get away from it! Steel, it's too much damage! Our line and the entire squad currently on B as they're trying to force their way out of Garden, and it works. That means they're also going to have a firearm going into the later half of this round. Mata, possible cutoff here. He's able to find Asuna. He's immediately going to vacate the premises. They know the spike's going down on A, and he'd much rather assist his team.
Boy, potentially with a good lineup here against Steel, too. But Steel, man, he's been on fire today, and he's going to keep that going. Shutting down Boy on the inside of Showers. Keeping 100 Thieves in this retake. You know, the ANDBOX roster trying to fight aggression with aggression as they wildly swing 2 of their players out through short to try and take care of that retake.
I tell you, but either way, definitely has that rolling thunder, and it's a big threat when it comes to any take ever. Such an amazing ult, but doesn't really matter when you have Steel still shooting like this. That Bulldog's still in hand and as effective as ever. Nitro's gonna ult, but seemingly canceling that and staying inside of U-Haul. This is still a perfect setup for 100 Thieves. No real reason to change it up as they continue to take it to ANDBOX.
Yeah, Nitro just using the ult for info there as far as I can tell, and really leaving ANDBOX in a position where I don't even think they're going to make an attempt now. This is a long rotate. They might just be trying to... Oh, yeah, they're saving from what I can tell here. So this is it on the ANDBOX side of things. Going to move in pretty soon, though. Oh, and this wall couldn't have come at better time. 100 Thieves immediately trying to deny that presence and forcing out at least some of the firepower from his opponents. Look at this play from Steel inside of his own cage to pick up 2 before going down. Great intel going their way as well. Hookah control did work its way into the hands of ANDBOX, but that's all they got. Seb, the only player alive again, as 100 Thieves completely shut down this take. They're going to take themselves onto a 9th round here.
Well, ANDBOX get forceful with the Earth, or the Rolling Thunder, excuse me. Doesn't work out for him very well, though. We are going to have a plant here by Seb, so at least get some money off of that, but he can't find the frag onto Nitro. He's already rotated.
Your stack on the inside of Showers. 2 holding back on short, waiting for notice here, but 8 shells from Asuna going to go in there a little bit too late, but thankfully the cover is there. Trade's going to work themselves all over the place. Ultimately, it's brought down to the wire here. A couple players just left standing. Only 1 left standing here now for 100 Thieves. The pressure's enough. They get their way into the site. And Steel, the only player left standing. If there was going to be someone to come out in the clutch, though, Steel might be the one to do it. He's been having a great match so far, but not to be the case inside of this round. Mata way forward with the showstopper and shuts it down, or at least tries to shut down the push. Ultimately, not going to be able to get a lot of damage. Paint shells into the corner, too. Sees the gun from Mata and gets a quick execution onto him. As 100 Thieves are continuing to put pressure onto ANDBOX, forced them out before they've even begun their execute.
You should run.
And previous round, 100 Thieves backed off, let off the gas just a touch, but this time fighting fire with fire once again, and it's working out so well for them. Attacker Killjoy down now as ANDBOX attempt to work their way onto A. They push out of the dark cover. Vice with 2 nice shots and a triple on the round now, but Asuna here to still hold onto his space. Able to get 1, but now seemingly a plant possibility here for ANDBOX. All down to Ethan here for 100 Thieves inside of this 1 versus 2. He is going to get the res down now, though, so they're going to know his location. Fault line through. Doesn't do too much, though. We'll just delay time and allow Vice to make it to plant.
Still Rolling Thunder ready here for Vice as well, so we could potentially chuck that out. It's going to go right towards Heaven after he hears the noise. Ethan tries to dodge it, but just gets the edge of it. Forced into a corner and shut down by Vice himself. Eco left alone now on the inside of Heaven here, trying to play it off. Vice gets the close angle, but that's a mistake. He exposes himself, and Eco gets the second as well. In the clutch, a 3K on the round. He knows you had to pop off for that one, too.
Break in ANDBOX's favor. Could not get these rounds together, and now we're here. They have to try and save. Steel's going to get some damage off as he starts to pressure down B long. Sells an opportunity in Fountain, takes down Boy, can go for 2, and he'll do so. Might as well hold the door open for him if you're ANDBOX. Still have an opportunity to claim some lives over on A as well, as it's a feeding frenzy over this offense.
And that will draw a cautionary, slow rotate, it seems, from the rest of the team over the next couple moments there. Ethan with a good shutdown against Ye brings it all onto Mata here. He can't get anything done either. Ethan.
Real opening or real show right now to have any concern about A as they start to force their way up short. Oh man, Asuna, or excuse me, Mata, all the way out onto the field. It's actually Asuna with the frag, and Asuna with the long-range RPG as well. The showstopper comes out to play, and it's an explosive finish. He goes even farther, paint shells in, deals damage to Seb, and it's Nitro that actually gets taken down as he was simply just manning the angle. Asuna continues to spray through the smoke and finds these frags.
No control over the spike even really to play off of here, sitting right in front of the portal. Seb gets himself out of the corner at least, and all of a sudden we've got a round in front of us with that pick here. We're into a 2v2. 100 Thieves, okay, never mind. Shut it down very quickly. Ethan and Steel immediately trade out the loss of their teammate. Take full control of this matchup in 2-0 fashion as 100 Thieves are going to be taking this one, moving them forward into the semifinals of the upper bracket here for the Challengers 1 bracket.